Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Saturn is currently transiting the Pisces Zodiac Sign and will be in it until Feb of 2028 with a brief transit in the Aries Zodiac Sign in between. Let us see how this Saturn transit will impact Gemini Ascendant people. For Gemini ascendant people, Saturn is the lord of 8th and the ninth house and is currently transiting the 10th house of your career. So as we all know that it is not in the nature of Saturn to give easy results, it would make you work relentlessly. It will test your patience, it will test your endurance, it will put roadblocks in your path of career and will eventually give you rewards after surviving a miserable time. So the same thing happens in the matters of your career. Expect troubles in your work front during this time. Some of you might have to deal with job layoffs or sit on a bench for a long period of time, or would have to deal with a long phase of unemployment in this period, due to which you would be forced to go back to education, into studying, and into upskilling yourself so that you can reapply for a job and increase your job prospects. So suffering during this time for you guys is majorly related to your career front, as you witness a significant stagnation and a slowdown in this area, as whichever house Saturn transit, that house is bound to get slowed down. Still, even if it is a melancholic time for you, try to not let it hamper the quality of your work. You would feel that nothing right is happening in your work front during this period, and that you have completely lost control of what is happening in the career front, as your existing career dreams is completely shattered. But do not fret, this is the time to see new career dreams. This is the time to align and correct your career related dreams. For some, this could also be seen as a career path correction, where you will align yourself to a new career path which suits you more now compared to a job that you were doing earlier. Because Saturn is the ninth lord for you guys, Saturn will test your morality and ethics during this period. You would be put into moral and ethical dilemmas, especially in your work front, and Saturn will see if you do the right thing or whether you do something which is convenient for you. So try to stick to your principles even if it feels counterproductive, and do not take any shortcuts for quick results. It would work against you even if you try to do this during this time period. For some of you guys, this could be the time where you might be put into a very low visibility, very low impact, behind the scenes work projects, especially related to analysis and research. And people might try to corner you in the workplace. They will try to kick you out of important high visibility projects. They would not give you the credit you deserve. All this might affect your workplace promotions, and your promotions will get delayed a bit. Still, do not take any rash decisions to switch your job suddenly. This is the time to have a very conservative approach in the matters of your career. This is just a phase. So even if you think that the work given to you is not that important, or it is low visibility, or it is a useless project, still you need to work on it with full honesty, full dedication, and consistency during this period. It is just one of the Saturn's test, as Saturn is going to prepare you for to gain lasting authority. And for that you need to know all kind of things, all kind of projects inside out, be it high visibility, be it low visibility. Visibility shouldn't matter. Focus on learning your projects inside out. Some of you might witness change in bosses or leadership during this time, and the new leadership might seem very tyrannical and cold in the methods that they use on the employees. You might get humiliated and punished severely by your new authoritative figure if you are inefficient or have a negligent attitude towards your work during this time. You need to show more than ever that you are very, very serious in the work matters. Please do not cross or break any kind of corporate rule or workplace boundaries during this time, as even a minor rule break is going to result in a stricter punishments and a workplace scandal leading to loss of social status and reputation. You are going to have a hard time to sleep peacefully during this period due to the workplace stress and uncertainty in your work front. While you are a fan of workplace environment, which does not have restrictions and is generally free flowing, flexible, comfortable in nature, Saturn transiting in Pisces is going to restrict all of it. Suddenly there would be enforcement of rigid structures, there would be establishment of rules and regulations, and there would be strict focus on time bound work, as wherever Saturn transits it is bound to build an aura of discipline in those areas of life, whether you like it or you do not like it. Some of you might be forced to do a lot of night shift work during this time. Your work environment would suddenly feel very bureaucratic in nature, and if it was not already, it would be feeling even more bureaucratic. But there is an air of fear, an air of terror and uncertainty in your workplace, due to which people would be trying to pull each other down in the work environment so in order to survive. And all this office politics and the dirty politics is going to make you feel emotionally exhausted by the end of every day, and you would think, when is this period going to get over? There will be toxic power plays in the work front, and most probably than not, you might become a victim of it rather than winning it, because Saturn is the ninth lord of luck for you guys, as well as the eighth lord of bad luck. So your luck in the work front comes after dealing with a unlucky or an unfortunate circumstance. Okay, now ultimately some of you might get sudden opportunities to work on international projects as well, but it is dependent on the strength of your natal chart. Those who are already in a leadership role in a corporate structure, this is a very tough time for you, as your leadership ability would be tested, and you might have to take tough decisions which might put you in a spot. It will put you in an ethical or moral dilemma, such as your boss might ask you to cut off some people from your team, and it would be very difficult for you to take such harsh decisions, as you understand the gravity of the situation and the impact that it might have on your employees. Eventually, once you survive such a tough period from your career point of view, you would be able to survive anything that comes in the future. The wisdom that you would be gaining during this tough time will last you for a lifetime, and you would help in the success of all your future endeavors, especially related to your career. Now, when it comes to your public reputation, this is not an easy time. Some of you might get humiliated due to the tag of being unemployed. You would have to be very introspective about dealing with workplace trauma rather than taking everything personally. Some of you might get humiliated because they think that you are doing some work which is not deemed as something respectable or something prestigious in the society that you are living in. Let's be honest, we all do work with utmost honesty, different kinds of work, but there are only select few job roles or select few work positions that the society deems respectable and honorable. But that does not mean that other work is useless, wasted, or not important at all, right? So this is the time to not let the opinions of the society affect you when it comes to your career matters. Continue doing your work with utmost sincerity, even if no one is praising you, even if no one is applauding you for the efforts and the work that you are putting, because Saturn is ultimately watching, and it is a planet of justice. And if there is anything unfair that has happened to you in the matters of your work front, you would get justice, which will be given by Saturn itself. Now, Saturn will aspect three houses. Generally, the results of Saturn's aspects are considered evil and brutal compared to where it sits or transits. So basically, you struggle more in the areas of life where Saturn has its aspects. So, whichever house Saturn will aspect, you will witness struggles in those areas of your life. So, the third aspect of Saturn is on the 12th house of foreign lands, losses, expenses. So, this could be a time where some of you could get a sudden opportunity to work in foreign land or to work with foreign clients or on an international project. You might have to deal with expenses which are completely unplanned, so try to keep a buffer emergency fund to deal with unplanned expenses during this time. The ones who are already in foreign land, this could not be easy time and would be a time where you are fighting every day for survival. The seventh aspect of Saturn is on the fourth house of home, happiness, and emotions. So, this is not a time when it comes to happiness. In fact, it is a emotionally testing period, and you would be affected emotionally with all the unpredictable circumstances that happen in this time period. In the matters of home as well, this could be a testing time. Some might be dealing with homelessness, while others might start to live on the road, and while others who are trying to build a home of their own will face unnecessary obstacles and delays during this time. Your emotional state will also get affected due to all the negative fiascos which is happening in your work area. The 10th aspect of Saturn is on the 7th house of business, marriage, partnerships. So there is a possibility of meeting someone who could be workaholic, mature, and responsible in a sudden manner when you least expected it, especially when you are traveling or when you are in a foreign land or in a far away land during this time period. The ones who are already have planned to get married might witness delays and obstacles to conduct the auspicious wedding function. And some of you might be dealing with the scandals related to marital bonds, especially if there is some immoral action or unethical action which has taken place. I hope you guys like the video. Do mention your experiences of this transit in the comment section. Please support the channel so that I can continue to make more videos. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.